Good afternoon, everyone. We'll be starting shortly. It'll be only me today. David is at work. I will see everyone in just a couple of minutes. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon out there. The temperatures are in the mid to upper 80s. It's not too humid right now, but it's going to be an interesting week. I hope everyone's doing all right. Say hello, Chris and Paula, Janice, and Shelley Workman and Sandy Christian. Good to see you all. It's going well, and we did have a great 4th. I hope everyone had a chance to catch my update from a secret location that came in on the channel. Everyone seemed to like that, and we had a great time doing it. We went over to Cumberland Falls and saw the falls there and did some hiking and saw a couple of other waterfalls and just had a wonderful time of it. Hello, Dave. Hello, Barbara on Facebook. Hello, Tracy Engel on Facebook. How y'all doing? It's a wonderful, beautiful Sunday afternoon out there. Yeah, Paula, it was absolutely gorgeous. We had a wonderful time, and we even got to see a fireworks show over there. We were staying in Corbin, Kentucky, and the town of Corbin puts on a fireworks show that can be seen from anywhere in the town. So we were able to sit at our hotel room and just look out our front window and watch the fireworks for about 45 minutes. Hello, Shannon Fuller from Hoptown on Facebook. Good to see you. Let's get right into what the weather's going to do. You can see right here, this is the current radar shot, and we'll talk about what this big red area is here in just a minute. But as you can see, we've got no precip anywhere in our area right now. We've got it on the multi-radar setting right now. And all the way over in North Carolina, they got showers, and down to the south, they've got showers. Over to Oklahoma City, they've got showers. And then down in Texas, they've got a lot of showers. And this right here is, right now, I think she's still Tropical Storm Beryl. Let's see. Tropical Storm Beryl. Max wind speed is 65 miles an hour. Max gusts are 75. She's just on the edge of being in a hurricane again. Movement is to the north-northwest. This advisory, it says last update was tonight at 7 p.m., but I don't think so. But Beryl is making a beeline where she's forecast to be here at 7 p.m. tonight. She'll be up to hurricane strength before she comes ashore. She's going to come ashore just north of Corpus Christi, is what they're showing right now. And for those who've ever wanted to see what it might be like, let's see. That buoy does not. There's a buoy with some pictures. Now, this is what the ocean looks like right now. Very choppy. Got a lot of rain and such coming in. They are kind of between rain bands right there for the moment, but they're just they're getting a lot of conditions in there. Their winds at this buoy are from the northwest at about 30 miles an hour. Their max gust so far has been just under 34. Their wave height is 11.81 feet. Let's see. They don't have water temperature on that particular one, but the waters all through here are again in the middle 80s for temperatures. So really, we've got just a lot of hot water for it to work with. The interesting thing for Beryl, from our perspective, they bring her on shore here, still as a hurricane with 85 mile per hour winds when she comes ashore. And as we follow the advisory, it comes right up on the western edge of our area. Now, earlier in the week, about a day or two ago, they had us kind of bullseyed in this red area. This red area is the cone of uncertainty, they call it. It's the path that the storm might take as it comes ashore and moves on in. As you can see, it picks up speed and moves really rapidly. And this is by the 12th at 7 a.m. Max wind speed 25 miles an hour, max gust 35. And the storm has pretty well become a post-tropical storm by then. But as it comes by us down here, down here in the area of Arkansas, wind speed is 30, max gust 40, storm movement to the northeast, and this is the 9th at 7 p.m. The 10th at 7 a.m., max wind speed is 25, max gust 35, and that's up in Illinois. So while we may not get the main thrust of it, we are going to get... okay, they must have just updated this, because as I backed up right there, they suddenly shifted where they're expecting that storm track to go, which it is about time for them to update that. They update that about every 6 hours. And it goes right across West Tennessee and West Kentucky. And with that, it shows the path that they're expecting Beryl to take. So Beryl is taking a little bit more of an eastward bent. And if that's the case, we're going to get the rain. We're not going to get the hurricane winds. There's no real possibility of that. But we will get some gusty winds, 35, 30, maybe even up to 40 miles an hour, depending on local conditions. And what we will get is, starting midweek, we will get rain and thunderstorms that will be moving in along with the remnants of Beryl. So that's what's going on in the area for right now. I'm going to switch over here. And here is the actual forecast for everybody for this week. We're looking for highs today in the mid to upper 80s. Overnight lows in the 60s, be mostly sunny and partly cloudy. Mostly sunny tomorrow on Monday to start the work week, with a high of around upper 80s. The Monday night low in the upper 70s, and that's when our rain chances start to kick in. About 30% starting out on Monday night. That jumps up to 60 and 80% on Tuesday as the remnants of Beryl get closer and closer. Tuesday night, still 70%. Wednesday, 40%. But we start to see Beryl's remnants go on past us by that time. Our temperatures drop back down into the lower 80s and then mid 80s. Wednesday night, it finally clears out. Thursday, sunny with a high of 85. Thursday night, clear with a low around 67. Friday, sunny with a high near 89. It starts to warm back up for us again. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 69. And Saturday, sunny with a high near 91. $20 from Dave. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. So again, the main story for this coming week is going to be the remnants of Beryl coming through, giving us a good shot of showers and thunderstorms and rain. Probably not heavy, not flooding rain for us, although it will be a pretty good amount of rain. If we look at the Storm Prediction Center, we can look and see that for the day one today, nothing for our area. But as we watch this, we can see the effects of Beryl coming in. For tomorrow, slight risk of severe weather down here in the Arklatex area, and a marginal just off to our west. Day 3 outlook, and this is for Tuesday into Wednesday, a marginal already for us. So this is the remnants of Beryl going through. Beyond that, predictability too low, pretty much out all the way through 8 days. So again, the big news is going to be Beryl, and then we'll see what comes in behind that. On the tropical tidbits, Beryl nearing landfall in Texas on July 7th. You can see what their projected track for is. Again, this is the older track, but there's what's coming in. She's expected to come in with about 80 to 85 mile per hour winds sustained on the Texas Gulf Coast, again, just north of Corpus Christi. So if you've got family down that way, or you were planning on vacationing down that way, might want to check on them when you get a chance. They should be okay. Texas is used to getting hurricanes from time to time, so hopefully they've got everything in place to get everybody out of the way where they might be affected by the storm surge. Okay, Paula Wagner, angry. Why are you angry? Lisa Murray, hi. Dave, good to see you. Janice Davis on Facebook. Tracy Runyon, good afternoon. It's going well. It's going well. We had a nice little mini vacation this week. My wife and I did. And so now we're back here bringing you more weather. And pretty good weather to bring. You know, it's warm, but it's not overly warm. It's not up in the upper 90s like it was a week ago or so. So it's good to see that everything is going well. And I know everybody is wanting to see what is Beryl doing? What is Beryl doing? There's the latest advisory. And again, now they've taken that cone of uncertainty and take it right across our area. And again, this is the Tuesday night into Wednesday time frame. If we look at Beryl itself, this is what Beryl looks like on satellite right now as Beryl barrels toward the Texas Gulf Coast. She's still getting a little bit more better organized again. When Beryl came across the Yucatan Peninsula, it took a lot of the energy off of her, and she's had to try to recoup that as she comes across the Bay of Campeche and heads towards the South Texas Gulf Coast. At one time, Beryl was a Category 5, and she is both the earliest Category 4 and Category 5 in the Atlantic Basin. And so this time of year, they normally don't get this big coming in from here. And most of the time when we have any kind of tropical activity, right now, this early in the season, it starts down here in the southern Gulf of Mexico or in the Caribbean Sea, and then moves up toward the Gulf Coast. But if I go back here to the radar, this shows current conditions for Beryl, but I've got a setting here. I can go back and look at Beryl's history. And this is neat because we can see where Beryl came through. Beryl started life way over here out just to the west of the coast of Africa as a tropical depression. Became a tropical storm and 40-mile-per-hour winds at that point. Moved on over, became a Cat 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. She just rapidly intensified and then rapidly picked up steam as she passed the Windward Islands, was south of Puerto Rico, south of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Kingston, Jamaica. The Jamaica took a pretty hard hit from her because as Beryl went by her, it didn't exactly go across her, but as it went by her, it was still a Category 4 hurricane. At that time, she was looking at winds 138 to 132 miles per hour. Dropped to a 3, a 2, a 3, a 2. Came ashore as about a 2 into just south of Cancun, which everybody who vacations knows where Cancun is. became a tropical storm, and then storm, and she's expected to be a hurricane again, but when she comes on shore. The circle around here is the area of tropical storm force winds and near hurricane force winds. Does Kentucky usually get hit by tropical storms this early? Not always. They have to come in to the Gulf Coast at a pretty specific trajectory to be able to, when they do their recurve, come across Kentucky. But it does happen. And we have had conditions before. I believe it was Ike that came ashore, and he had downgraded to like a tropical depression. But as he got closer up here to Kentucky, there was a cold front coming in from the west, and the wind gradient tightened back up, and we had hurricane force winds across West Kentucky and southern Illinois when that happened. Seems all bets have been off this year. Mother Nature has been on fire so far. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. And we're very fortunate because at one time they thought we would have another hurricane or tropical storm coming in right behind Beryl. But that particular scenario kind of weakened out. It didn't go anywhere. So right now, once Beryl is out, we'll have a day or two or a week or two to breathe and get everything reset before we start seeing the next group of activity. Okay, I'm going to turn all this off so we can look at our area again a little bit closer. And again, there's really not much going on. It is just a real nice, pretty day out there. Union City, Tennessee, clear skies. This is the story everywhere you look. Clear skies, partly cloudy, sunny, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. So again, just a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Couldn't ask for anything better. Well, we could ask for it to be 75 degrees, but that's not possible this time of year, so we'll take what we get. Now, before we end the broadcast, of course, we've got to make a plug for our sponsors because they're the ones who keep us going and keep us on the air along with your donations, which we always appreciate. We'll start off with our friends at Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing. If you need anything looked at as far as roof, think you might have roof damage or need some roof service or replacement done, give him a call. Dave likes to say talk is cheap. Talk is cheap, but Michael will come out and or one of his guys will come out and they will give you a good estimate on what needs to be done, and they'll do really good work for you. Also, he owns Lakeside Campground and Marina. All the permanent camping spots are taken up for the year there, but he does have a few spots and rentals that can be used or can be picked up from time to time. It's a really pretty place to see. As a matter of fact, let's look over there right now. There we go. Now, isn't that just gorgeous? Little ripples on there, a few clouds floating by. Man, it'd be good to be over under that shade somewhere, casting out a line and doing some fishing. And our other sponsor, Kentucky Hemp Works. Katie Moyer owns Kentucky Hemp Works. She is, you've heard here on our channel from time to time, and their products are just absolutely fantastic. They will be available in our online store as soon as the online store is up and running. We're just waiting on some issues with domain names and such like that before we go fully operational with that. And we thank you for that. And I want to thank everyone for listening. If anybody has any questions or anything, go ahead and type it in chat. I will answer some questions for a little bit before I get off here. If you missed what I said about the forecast for the coming week, we'll go over it again if you need me to. But whatever y'all would like to know, I'll be glad to answer if I can. right. If not, I do not have anything else to pass on to you all. Again, it's going to be a nice day or two for the next couple of days. Then we start getting into the remnants of Beryl, so it's going to be very wet through the middle of the week, and hopefully it'll be pleasant again by the time we get the next weekend. Everyone have a wonderful work week, if you can have a wonderful work week. And Shelley, you're very welcome. We had a lot of fun doing that, and I was glad I was able to work out the technology to get it done. So everyone have a wonderful work week, and I will see everyone next time.